cat. Hey.
Hello? 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 Aha! I think my something had not connected to Stream Deck. There we go. It's not working. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do this really quick. Okay, cool. My Stream Deck wasn't connected. I just ran an update on my Stream Deck, so that makes sense. Hey everybody, I'm a little early today. Usually I go to church on Sundays. I'm a good Christian boy, but everyone's sick, so no church today. So I figured I'd take advantage of this extra time that I have on my hands and go live. And now that we're in the fall season, everybody, now that we're in the fall season, we miraculously have 2 more things that we're going to watch on the channel. One thing I want to ask you guys, let me know if this sign is too bright, because I was looking at it and it feels a little bit too bright in the camera. I might turn it off. So let me know. Hey Tinking, hey Ivan, Savaloni, hey Julian. So yeah, we're here. having a good Sunday so far. Having a good Sunday. I'm not sick. I feel good, but other people are sick, so we decided to stay home. Now I will say that it was inevitable. I don't think I was able to dodge spoilers for this chapter, and I'm kind of upset about it. Early in the week, people were yelling and screaming about something, and it came to my attention that the color page had leaked. And I haven't seen the color page yet, so I don't know what the color page is. But I just happened to be scrolling on YouTube, and I seen someone's thumbnail. Maybe if you guys have jumped around, you've seen it. I don't know who the channel was, but I seen the thumbnail and the title a little bit. The title of the video said something like "Deku is a god," and I think I seen a panel from the chapter and something about fusing. And I'm like, I don't know what to take from that, but that's to the extent of everything that I know. Very transparent. So I was like, I hate that I wasn't able to at least go in completely blind. I hate that. It sucks. That seems very low. Hold on. The music seems very low. Does the music seem like extremely low? That's better. Okay. So that's pretty much all I know. Let's see the extent of everything. Yeah, I can't stand spoilers. All right, so let's go 368. The episode, okay. Color page. Invisible Girl. Yeah, it's definitely Invisible Girl. Okay. All right. I know there was a lot of people yelling and screaming about this, right? There was a lot of I heard people complaining a lot about this. And I'm not even on the internet to know, but people are just extremely upset about this. But I don't know. It's what did we expect? I think I would have guessed her hair was pink. I think I was thinking her hair would be pink, like all pink. But the highlights of pink in the different colors just make me feel like her hair color is supposed to reflect the light refraction. Like you have like crystals, like a crystal or a diamond, and light hits it and it gives off the spectrum of colors. I think that's what her hair is supposed to reflect. I don't like, it's like blonde as a base, but it has like highlights of green. It has some blue. It has some pink. It has some white. I thought it was going to be full pink, but it's not. And it's like, I think from, what was that, season 2? When, was it Snipe that accidentally bumped into her and she got all flustered? Like she's running around butt naked. Right? She's running around butt naked. So that's we only see gloves and we only see boots. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't have a special hero costume. So she's running around butt naked and doing hero work. You would think we would be able, I feel like this would be very difficult to even do. But the same way that Mirio was able to have a costume that's able to permeate with him by using his hair, why not just ask her for a bunch of her hair so that we can make some sort of garment that she can wear so she's not butt naked? Why can't we do that? Like, what were the conditions why we were able to see Invisible Girl with all the Aoyama stuff? Like something happened. It was like Aoyama did something and Deku did something, and then we were able to see her. So like, if we're able to refract the light a certain way so that we can see her, can't we like artificially, like Aoyama's laser, like can't we artificially like create a situation where we can create some sort of like room that we can just see her all the time in? And I'm saying that so that someone from the support class or a support person can take her hair and like make her a suit. Like, why can't we do something like that? So she's not out here running around naked. I feel like that should be something that that this universe should be able to do, right? That's instead of her just running around naked. It's like, that's something we should be able to do. I would like to see that. That's what I would like. But yeah, to talk about the episode was really good. I really enjoyed the episode. This was the first season since the first season. I think it's difficult because it's invisible or invincible thinking. She's invisible or invincible. Is she invincible? She's not invincible, right? If she's invincible, that's something I missed. Then everyone can be invisible. Yeah, it's like you could have so much use for her hair. Like, just keep like, hey, your hair invisible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if there are certain situations where she can be visible, surely we can recreate that situation so that we're able to work on it. So yeah, just let her hair grow out and then cut her hair and just let her do that. Yeah, then everyone can be invisible. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would like it. But yeah, I'm getting this teenage girl off of my screen. All right. The episode was really good. The first episode it's the first season since season 1. It's like, well, season 1, what's his face? It doesn't count. It's the beginning of the series. So it's the first season that doesn't have a recap episode, which is pretty cool. Like, we spent a couple of minutes recapping but we frame it in a way of Hawks is still doing work and yada yada yada. So it's like we did that because last season was very dense. I'm coming to find out a big reason why a lot of people didn't like last season wasn't from animation alone. It was because the fact that it was dense. It was just a lot of talking. Not a lot happened, and then when stuff did happen, it didn't look the greatest. So that was a big reason. So I think the slight recap that we got was a little necessary, just so we could be like, this is this, let's go. And I'm like, all right, cool. I was appreciative of it. All right, now that's out the way. 368. Here we go. Zooming in. That's so cool looking. Black whip wrapped around his face is so cool looking. Is Shigaraki still in there? Of course, the page gonna freeze up on me. They are adapting 3 chapters. I think they just adapted 3 chapters per episode, so the first cour ends on 297, which is Tartarus. You mean the season ends on 297? You're saying the first cour ends on Tartarus? That's all of the war is going to be in 13 episodes. Is that what you're saying? All right, let me continue. Really? Yeah, if they keep this pace? I don't think so. The war is the longest arc in the series. I don't think that's the case. Right? And I think it's going to vary. I don't think they're going to do 3 chapters every single episode. But if there's a lot of fighting, there's going to be more. If there's talking, there's going to be less. I don't know. What's up, 25th Bomb? We'll take a look at it. All right, really? That's your question? Tomura Shigaraki, you mean? No. No one by that name exists. Not anymore. Come on, webpage, work with me. We're zooming in. The two have achieved a perfect melding, but perhaps it's because All For One has been alive longer that he's the one who's in charge. Aha. Oh, that's so cold, man. I really like this. You know what's even crazier? Matter of fact, looking at this, getting this, and then looking at this, half of the face looks like Shigaraki and half of it looks like All For One. Because we know All For One, up until his regeneration, didn't have any eyes. So the right side of his face has like no eye because of the damage. No hair. It's bald. It has the hand up there, but it's kind of reminiscent of All For One. And then the other half of his face has the eye, has the long flowing hair. It's just like, it's like half and half. It's something I didn't notice until they just like kind of stuck it in my face. They had to really tell me. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mom. All right. Let me continue. I don't know what you're scheming, but you won't get your ideal pie in the sky ending here. Okay? Look at Deku. Hang on. I'm not so sure about all that. When I made a rude accusation a while ago, right, he had an outburst, like a temper tantrum. It was like he was suddenly possessed by someone else. He suddenly started raging and freaking out like a child. Nothing about that suggests that they have achieved the perfect melding. It's as if the harder we fought back, the more unstable he got. Okay? All right. Oh, hold on. Zooming in. Oh, that's got to be heartbreaking for her. Oh my goodness. That has to be heartbreaking for her. Nana, Izuku. That has to be heartbreaking. Oh my goodness. Because she's looking at her son. He's still in there. Ay, ay, ay. All right. We're refreshing the whole page. Usually the zooming in, it gets a little wonky, but it's going crazy today. Do those fingers have a consciousness? That would be crazy. No problem, Bomb. No problem. No problem. That would be crazy if the fingers had a consciousness. Like he's like his memories are. That would be freaky. That would be really freaky. Ah, he looks gross again. Dude, he jumped so hard that he moved all of UA. That's crazy. Enough idle chit chat. I'll be taking back One for All now. Holy crap. Holy crap. Dude, he's about to crumble all of UA. Uh-oh. Golly. Uh-oh. He tanked it. He tanked it. He tanked it. He tanked it. Wait. He tanked it. Did he tank it? Hold on. All right. Know this all for one. I won't let you have your ideal ending either. I stored up the third's Fajin energy within the fifth's black. Wait a second. I stored up the third's Fajin energy within the fifth's black whip for a boosted binding that's nuts. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's nuts. The man is... That's high level. That's high level proficiency. That's high level proficiency. Black... I was going to say it doesn't look like Black Whip anymore. Black Chain. Holy crap. Holy crap. Enhanced or not, the same trick won't work twice. He can't even say anything. Hold on. Uh-oh. What are we doing? Hold on. What? You're done once you use this. Take him down within 5 minutes, or else the world loses the... What is his quirk? Oh, Jesus. What is his quirk? I'm ready to settle this. The second's transmission. Transmission? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Transmission. So it is like hold. Whoa, 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 whoa. The camera froze. This isn't the time, you see. Computer, camera, dumb Elgato Cam Link won't let me be great. Okay. All right. I don't know what just happened. Legit, I have no idea what just happened. But all right. Won't let me be great. Stupid computer, Elgato Cam Link, nothing won't. It won't let me be great. All right. Okay. All right. I need to understand what am I looking at? The second transmission. So Deku does this. He's getting like his fist ready. We go over to the panel with Shigaraki. He's standing there. And then the next panel, he's in the air. And something is there. I think Deku is there. Second gear. Third gear. Top gear. Did he moved and hit him so fast that we weren't able to see him land the blow actually? So like he hit him so fast that he couldn't even wait. Look at the impact from this. Look at the impact on this. The sounds are he's a Dragon Ball character. He's a Dragon Ball character. That's basically what we're saying. He's a Dragon Ball character. He's a Dragon Ball character. What's he doing to me? What's he doing to me? Where'd he go? This is nothing like that glowing energy from before, which is Fajin. He's far too fast. Almost as if. No. It's a different beast than it was back in my day, all for one. The meta ability that changes a target's speed when touched. A gear shift. Oh, what? Overdrive. As Izuku Midoriya would put it, this is 120 out of 100%. And then he appears, brother, let today be the day that we end this. Nah, bro. That's crazy. That's nuts. That's nuts. The best way I can describe it, complete speculation, is that transmission gear shift is a high-speed movement quirk that also involves some sort of spatial distortion. It has to be more than just fast-forwarding what you touch. Maybe it could be that, but because it's been completely like supercharged by One for All. So like take that ability and then inject it with One for All, and it possibly could become something that is like on the verge of like spatial distortion with how fast you're moving. That's crazy. That's crazy. I get it. I get why Deku was gonna use it. And I get why the second was like, no, you can't use it. Because he would have run out of gas before he possibly got there to fight Shigaraki. Look at Mirio. Look at I need a second to take this in, because the second's quirk is not what the second's quirk is working like how I thought it would work. Like I was thinking like some sort of like, I don't know, Captain Marvel thing. But it's not that, but it's essentially working like that. So it's like the thought process was right, the idea was wrong. But I'm just trying to like look at these panels and put it in my brain how fast he's moving. Like he's moving faster than the speed of sound. If the sounds are delayed, right? Yeah. You know what? That's exactly it. Oh my god, it's Namek. It's Namek. This is Planet Namek. The Z Fighters fought Frieza, which is a hero. Yep. Goku come back, and now there's a 5-minute time limit. Now, we need more information from Gear Shift. Because when the second saying, once you're done, once you use this, take him down within 5 minutes or else the world loses the war. Which is, I'm wondering, like, what are the ramifications? Is it because you're moving so fast and you're not supposed to be able to move that fast? Like, part of me is thinking, like, if I'm using the Namek analogy from Dragon Ball, what this would feel like is, like, I think you're thinking you're combining all of Dragon Ball. I'm thinking like this is Goku using Kaioken against Final Form Frieza before Frieza does the death ball on the planet. And it's like this is like what we think might be the game changer. And it's not really the game. Like, combine the Kaioken moment with the Spirit Bomb. Right? Combine that with that. And and to me, I feel like I might be equating, like, this isn't going to be enough. There's no way this is enough. Shigaraki don't go down like this. Well, maybe he does. But I'm thinking that this isn't going to be enough. We're going to face the ramifications, the blowback. Shigaraki might get away. All for One might show up. And I'm thinking, what's after this? And I feel like someone with some sort of healing quirk might show up if the battlefield gets scattered. We Zenkai boost, and upon Zenkai boost, I'm fusing Dragon Ball in this series 100%. We activate 100%. That's what I'm feeling like. I feel like 100% One for All is going to be our Super Saiyan in the Namek. Right? It's going to be our Super Saiyan, like if we're equating this to Dragon Ball. All roads lead back to Toriyama. It does. That's what I'm equating this. The Gear Shift 120 is giving me the times 20 times 20 Kaioken Kamehameha and Spirit Bomb pushed into one. And 100% One for All activation from Deku is our Super Saiyan. That'll push us over the edge. But in between that, if there is some blowback from using this times 20, there has to be some sort of healing. Or maybe we just pull a straight Dragon Ball where Goku was done. He was finished after watching Krillin get killed and the Spirit Bomb and the times 20 and Piccolo getting damn near killed as well. and then he activates Super Saiyan, and then he's back to restored. But so literally, I feel like this might lead us to the 100%. That's what I've done. I've equated 100% one for all to our Super Saiyan, which is going to be our plot convenience that has us win. I feel like there's no way. I'll ask you guys this and let me know let me know what you guys think about this. Because Deku has to use one for all differently than All Might did. Every single time he gets like a percentage boostage or a percentage increasement of using the ability, there's always some sort of like, it feels like a transformation, so to say. So like when he uses Eri to go 100%, it feels like he's turned Super Saiyan. Same thing happens in movie 3. Like all of these moments, they feel like transformation. So like if he were to get to 100%, would it feel like a transformation? A part of me was like, maybe he just looks normal whenever he gets 100%, but he's just like All Might now. But what if like he getting to 100% is some sort of like complete transformation, and it's I don't know how to explain it, but what if it's something like that? Baku goes Vegeta, he dies, and Namek gets revived. Yeah, all roads lead back to Toriyama. Spirit Bomb. I don't see Society putting their hands up to cheer on Deku. It's the opposite. Yeah, I'm kind of combining the two moments, because like the times 20 when he does that and Frieza's not phased, it's just like, well, what else do we do? The Spirit Bomb maybe? And then what if his transformation was being as buff as All Might? I don't know. It might catch you off guard the same way with Gon. But I don't know. I just want white hair Deku. That's it. So I feel like his transformation were to make him look a little bit different, but just the same, I'm cool. Dog, this overdrive is nuts. But honestly, what I don't see, like, what should happen, like, if this wasn't a series, like, if what should happen is Deku should beat the dog trash out of Shigaraki until he is dust. Until he is dust. Until he is dead and gone. He should beat the brakes off of him. And then the drawback happens, and then it's just everyone has to band together to fight off the rest of the Paranormal Liberation Front. That's what should happen. But it's not going to happen that way. Right? That's what I'm saying. He's going to punch him. Does he? That's what should happen. I don't think it will happen, though. If that happens, I will be pleasantly surprised. I would be pleasantly surprised if this is legit. Like, if this is the end of Shigaraki, as we know him, like, if this is the end of Shigaraki, like, when's the last time in a shonen series that the main hero defeated his main arch nemesis in the series with, like, a final transformation and it actually won? We didn't need to use a spirit bomb or use the power of friendship or someone else or something else happened. I feel like that always happens. We always get the final transformation and it's never enough and we have to do something else. I feel like it never happens. So, like, if this really, like, if Deku really defeats Shigaraki and we move on to All for One, I feel like I have to hang something on Hori being like, yeah, Deku beat Shigaraki and we're moving on. That would be nuts to me. That would be crazy, which makes me feel like it's not going to work. So we're going to have to find some other convoluted way. We're going to have to find some other convoluted way to get Deku to beat the final villain. That's what I don't. Also, with All For One being rewinded, doesn't that mean you can't touch him since you will also be rewinded? Or if Deku uses gear shift, can he make All For One rewind faster? What if that's the trade-off? What if I hit him with gear shift, I can make him rewind faster, but I also sacrificed myself at the same time. What if? What if that's something that you have to like kind of Deku might have to do? Dude. This is nuts. That's crazy. Well, Deku has to be stronger than All Might. Yeah, Deku is 100% stronger than All Might. He can make it that he himself rewinds slower. You think? Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Shiraki dies in the body, which then gives All For One the ability to take over, to which he'll reach his true form. I think you got it. 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 Right. So because we just went over this in this chapter with there's supposed to be a complete one person, but it's not. So if we do beat Shigaraki, Little Tenko, and say All For One plays coy, say if we actually think Shigaraki is dead, we handle All For One on the other battlefield, right? But since All For One is technically in Shigaraki, even if that All For One does bite the dust, yeah. Yep. And then All For One is still in Shigaraki's body. All For One is the final villain. That would be a dark and ultimately fail for Deku, because then he couldn't save Tenko. I don't think there's hope for Tenko. I don't think we're gonna kill Tenko. What if it's the reverse? What if All For One dies in Shigaraki's body? Shigaraki reaches. That some would argue that death is the greatest salvation. That's what Gran Torino told Deku. Gran Torino told him like, yeah, sometimes sometimes killing someone might save them, because no matter what you do, they're never gonna change. So if that's the case, if an individual like Shigaraki has been twisted and corrupted so bad to the point where there is no redemption for him, he views that there's no redemption for him, and there is no bringing him back. Are we going to continue doing the Batman Joker thing, where it's like, no, I won't kill you, I'll put you back in Arkham, you'll kill people, you'll break back out, you'll kill more people, I won't kill you, I'll capture, I'll put you back in, and we'll do the same thing over and over again? At what point do I become responsible for the deaths that keep happening after the first time I put you in jail, after the second time I put you in jail? So it's kind of like, if this individual is always going to be this powerful, because All For One seemingly was in a prison that he could never break out of, and he broke out of it. So like, if this individual is going to be this evil and nothing is going to ever change, should we put someone with the ability to take over the world, essentially, to become the most powerful person in the world, in a jail, just biding time for him to break back out and kill more people? Or do we do what needs to be done? Do we reach the point that All Might reached with All For One? Like, All Might got to the point where he killed All For One. If not for Dr. Garaki and his shenanigans, All Might decided to kill All For One and put an end to everything. So it's like, do we follow in our predecessor's footsteps, or do we hold back and let him stay alive for the potential chance that he might do it again? But even on the opposite side of that, there's a chance that he could change. I see no reason Shigaraki would ever change. Little Tenko in there might, but there's no, if Shigaraki is who he is now, I see no reason that he would change. There is no reason why he would change. If anything, he's fallen deeper into the hole throughout the series. So I don't see any way that he changes. So it's like, maybe he does have to go, unfortunately. Deku using gears, and his dad has a quirk where you can breathe fire. So that means Deku's dad is a dragon from One Piece and is Luffy's brother. You you pulled out the whiteboard and started drawing lines. So the question is, is Deku more like Superman or Batman? Got it. Angel dilemma. It's like, do you choose to kill Shigaraki or do you keep him alive? Because right now the power is literally in his hands. Like, if Deku is like, I'm killing Shigaraki, nothing on planet Earth is stopping him from killing Shigaraki. Besides maybe All For One. Because I'm pretty sure no one that's on UA right now is going to scream out to Deku, don't do it. No way. None of them are going to say that. I don't think none of the vestiges are going to tell him to stop. The vestiges told Deku they need to kill him. That he needs to kill him. So the only thing that's going to stop Deku right now is either All For One doing something crazy or Deku being like, I'm not going to kill him. And if Deku decides I'm not going to kill him, it would literally take for All For One to do something. Which means Dunzo. He should beat the hell out of Shigaraki right now. Beat him like a drum. Beat him like a drum. He should be beaten like a drum. He should be. Be neither, become the villain, greatest plot twist in anime history. If you took there's no series at that point. There's nothing we could do. What could you do if if Deku decided to be evil, what could anyone on planet Earth do? If he pulls a Boy Scout and doesn't at least attempt to kill Shigaraki, I might drop the series. You know it's going to happen, though. That's the thing. You know it's going to happen. You know it's going to happen. All of these shonen main characters always, they're told a bunch of different things and then they decide to do their own thing. Like Gran Torino said you need to kill. All the vestiges said you need to kill. I don't know who else told him he needs to kill, but all these people are saying you need to kill. First thing I think of is Avatar. Right? I think of Avatar where all the avatars are telling Aang, you need to kill the Fire Lord. All his friends, you need to kill the Fire Lord. Every person on the planet, you need to kill the Fire Lord. He's like, I don't want to kill the Fire Lord. And then he gets an out. So I feel like Deku might get to the point where maybe he goes in, maybe we get like this rally. And I definitely thought we were cutting away, and we didn't. Last week we definitely thought they were cutting away, and they did not cut away. But I feel like we might go into this rally that's like reminiscent to this right here, where Shigaraki's kind of freaking out, and we might fade back and forth with this rally, and Deku might recognize what's happening and might stop. He might hold back on the final punch. If I'm being honest, get rid of him, man. Can they take away All For One's quirk for good? Is that even an option? They can by killing him. And I feel like they're All For One, the quirk All For One there might be various versions of it stashed away by Dr. Garaki in every single hideout that they have. There's no way that quirk goes away. The thought of taking away their bending never even crossed my mind. There's a chance. We flirted or tried to discuss the idea of maybe Deku giving up One For All to All For One might kill the both of them and might destroy the quirk outright. Maybe the two quirks can't coexist, and All For One being so greedy, getting the quirk might actually kill him. There could be something like that. 13 has a black hole quirk. Can't she just suck up the whole island with Shiggy? That's a good idea. Can that even happen? Wasn't there? Oh, am I thinking of Inuyasha with the wind tunnel? I think I am thinking of the wind tunnel where it's like Moroku couldn't like absorb Naraku's like demon insect thingies because it would poison him. 13 doesn't have any drawback like that, right? Like I don't think 13 has a drawback like that. What if All For One gets a chance to take One For All, but it's like New Order and he can't handle it, so he has to let Midoriya keep it? Now that would be an interesting development. What if, you know, it would be cool, just playing off of that, twisting it a little bit. What if the damage done from New Order causes him not to be able? Like, what if he was able to take it, and because New Order ravaged All For One, what if he's not like? What if he wasn't able? What if he's not able to take it now? So it's like, oh, like maybe before we might have been able to take it, but now we can't take it. Or plot twist, since One For All can only be passed down consensually, All For One can't even take One For All. That's true too. Like we get to the point where he grabs them, he tries to take the cork, and it's just like nothing's happening. That'd be crazy. Beat the piss out of him, Deku. Please. On a side note, how much mass destruction did 13 cause before they build a suit to contain her power? That's a good question. That's a good question. Like, what is the awakening moment that causes that when we realize 13 has a black hole quirk? All For One gets an ironic ending, defeated by someone quirkless, or with only one super weak quirk. Where's my boy Spray Bottle Hero? What is a befitting end to someone like All For One? Or not a befitting, or a befitting end is get his head punched off like All Might tried to. And I like that's an ironic ending. He wins. See, I'm all down for the villain winning. Him realizing the one thing he wanted he could never have. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Give me a thought. All For One gets his quirk taken by One For All. Now that would be if you really, honestly, so seriously, if you wanted to do a part 2 and you wanted it to be an effective part 2, I feel like what would be an effective part 2 is we end My Hero Academia with All For One dying. He lost. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever events happen, Shigaraki's gone. Deku is won. We go into a part 2 and All For One is a vestige inside of One For All and is trying to corrupt Deku from the inside out. It's very generic, very shonen tropey. But it would be cool to have that dynamic of Deku trying. Yeah, that's not like that. That would be a great part 2, to watch Deku grow up and try to and struggle with the fact. Right? He struggles with that. He struggles with it. Man, that would be cool. That would be really cool. It would be really, really cool, because it's been already established that the quirk All For One, like All For One, the person, what is his name? I think we know his name. Like his name is Shigaraki, but his first name, I thought we knew it or learned it. Like he was a certain way, but the quirk All For One, right? The quirk All For One has this compulsive nature to it that makes the person who has the quirk want more quirks. Shigaraki was never quirk hungry, right? Shigaraki was never quirk hungry, but until he got All For One, then he was like, I need quirks. I want quirks. Give me quirks. I want all the quirks. Then he got like that. So what's this? If Deku were to get All For One, he's already managing all the different vestiges and quirks, but then to manage something that like it would be like a parasite almost. All For One, the quirk. It would be like a parasite. That'd be cool, man. So every MC with a bad guy in them, yes, pretty much. I feel like at that point you would because what the deal is with My Hero Academia is that they're all high school kids. Part 2 us, get us out of high school. make us third years. Skip the second year. We don't even need to see that. Make us third years. Make us getting ready to like get out of high school, so we can get further away from us being trapped by the shonen boundaries. If you want to do a part 2, hell, get us out of UA. You could give us like a chapter or 2 of like, this is how the rest of UA went. It went normal. And then Deku is now a hero working under working for Night Eye's agency, because he would do something like that. And he's making a name for himself. He already is the hero of the war, like the hero of Japan. He would already have all of all the eyes on him and everything. How has all this happened in the first year? Yeah, so it's like you could totally do something like that. You really could. And part 2 us like when he's like 18, 19, something like that. I think there'll still be a plot to surrounding the 2 brothers. I think so. We've only had the narration of the younger brother. There has to be more behind him than just liking comics. Oh, that's meta, yeah. What if the biggest plot twist is that All For One planned all of this since Deku only thought about saving Shiggy was after All For One was in Deku's mind? That's a possibility. How has all of this happened in their first year? Yeah. This is all has happened. The series has covered just about two years. It's been 2 years since chapter 1, because Deku and All Might met when he was in middle school. We time skipped, I want to say, just under a year, where we did all our training. We took the entrance exam for UA. We got in. We started school. School starts in April in Japan, end of March, the beginning of April. We season 1 was still in that time period. Season 2 still in that time period. Season 3 is when we go to summer vacation. And summer vacation is in June. So the first 3 seasons of My Hero is the time skip in between episode, like from the beginning, and the first 2 months of school. And then we all the summer vacation stuff, that's all end of summer. Season 4 is all after we've come back to school, so that's like right before fall. I think it starts to get cold whenever Deku and All Might have that conversation. What season is that? Is that season 4? When we see All Might is still training, he's out running, he's doing everything, and him and Deku have that conversation. It's fall. Like, that's fall now. It's like September, October-ish. And then season 5 is wintertime. It's like December of the same first year from season 1. And it's like December, it's January, because Todoroki and Bakugo get their provisional licenses, and we time skip 4 months to the war, and the war starts in April. No, the war starts in the end of March, and like, so when they're supposed to be second years, because things have been postponed because of the war, they're like the start of the war, that should be when they be like, so right now in the anime they should be second years. They should be starting their second year of school. And then if we keep going manga wise past this point, Deku left UA at the end of April or in April. And then all the Dark Deku stuff, I want to say, is summertime, because we time skipped a month, didn't we, in that time period? So it's like right now I want to say it's maybe September. September is the furthest it could possibly be, but it's probably August, June, July, August. It's in that area. So Deku has had One For All for about 2 years. He's only been using One For All for a year. He's only been using One For All for about a year. Yeah, so because he got One For All when he ate the hair, and then he trained for all those months before the exam, and then All Might gave him like the last little bit of instruction with the egg in the microwave. No, yeah. And then during the exam, when he jumped in the air to save Ochako from whatever the big 0 point robot was and smashed, that's the first time he ever activated. So like from that moment, it's been a little bit over a year since he's been using One for All, which is nuts. He's made all this. See, that's anime for you. That's anime for you. In a little bit over a year, he's like this. That's crazy. In a little bit more than a year, Deku has went from Deku from season 1 tripping on his shoestrings to this. That's crazy. During the war, like, as I always says, their graduation was held to the destruction of society. So it's been about a year and a half. It's been about a year and a half. Because I think Deku left in April. We've time skipped a month twice. Because didn't we skip? Or no, we time skipped a month once. We time skipped a month once, and that's like after the Dark Deku stuff. So it's like July, August. It's like July or August, September at the latest. But it's like July of August or August. He also got jacked in 10 months and became a martial artist and martial arts master in another 6. Follow your dreams, yeah. This is crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Oh my gosh. And what's really like what's really blowing my mind is Deku's not at 100% yet. Maybe he actually is a prodigy. I think so. Imagine how Bakugo must feel seeing all this. He's looking at the back of his eyelids right now. Sorry. Actually, he's not. He's just, his eyes are open. But I don't think it'd bother him. He'll find out in a few chapters. I don't think it would piss him off though. I don't think it would piss him off. It will make him upset, yeah, just from his competitive nature. Would he be like, there might be like a bit of like being proud mixed with like I don't think so. I don't think he would feel down on himself, because I think he's kind of like, the role that Bakugo is playing currently is full support for Deku. So I feel like he's like the reason why he's helping him train, helping him do all these things, putting himself on the line. I don't think he'd be like truly like hurt that Deku has achieved this goal. I feel like he's accepted that part already. He's accepted the fact that Deku is the successor to All Might. But yeah, all the theories about second, yeah, we could shut all that stuff down. Like gear shift and explosion don't connect at all. So like kill that. But I don't think Deku would be bothered. I don't think Bakugo would be bothered by seeing Deku like this. I don't think so. The second said that Deku's 100% is like, I think how he worded it is like, as Izuku Midori would put it, because you know, like Deku screaming against Muscular says 1,000,000%, or he uses Fajin to boost his speed and his power, and he's like, I'm practically at 100%, even though I'm not at 100%. So it's kind of like the output is like, this is like 120%. I think I honestly think that if Deku were 100% use Fajin combined with Gear Shift, it would be stupid. He's already stupid. It'd be dumber if like Deku was at 100%. We don't know what percentage he's at it right now. Last time we got an update was 45%, and we've gone through character development since then. Give up on being the main character, really becoming a support for the greater good. Yeah. The second's actually an ancestor of Ida. Yeah, since they both have something related to a car. Yeah. Dude, that's great. Oh, what time is it? I actually can't sit around and do this anymore. Yeah, I gotta call it. Damn it. I gotta call it because we're doing Gundam and we're doing House and Complex C today. I think we have seen Ida's dad. We've seen his older brother. I think we've seen his mom and his dad. Yeah, so I can't sit here all day like how we used to. I set the next stream time to 4:30, but I think I'm just gonna push it up just so I can knock them out. I basically like normal Sundays, like me not being home on Sundays. My Hero will be at 4:30. I'll do that for an hour. Gundam will be at like 5:45. That will suck. And then House and Complex C would be damn near close to 7 o'clock. Sundays are gonna be long now. But I'm gonna push the stream time for Gundam up just cause I'm here right now. I'm not gonna wait for another hour to do it. So I might end this now. I might go live at 3:45, so like in the next 10 minutes or so for Gundam. So yeah. I can't sit around. Dang it. I can't sit around. I want to sit around and talk forever. This is crazy. This is a great chapter. This is a really great chapter. They did a perfect job. Hori did a perfect job at showing the output of Shigaraki by just, he went to jump and he moved all of UA and hit him with the full brunt of everything he had, and Deku tanked it. And then instantly went into supersonic and went nuts. Oh boy. So Deku is a Dragon Ball character with One Piece abilities in a My Hero universe where no one can keep up with him. Is that safe to say? He's a Dragon Ball character with One Piece abilities in a universe that no one can compete with him. I feel like that's fair to say. I feel like that's fair to say. You see, this is the issue. Housing Complex C, it aired last night. It comes out on Saturday nights on Toonami, so at midnight. So as soon as it airs on Toonami, on HBO Max, you can go watch the first episode. It's been available since midnight last night. Hunter x Hunter because of the chains, yeah. It's this. See, this is the issue of creating your main character this busted. It's the issue that I feel like Naruto ran into, where if you ever wanted to do a part 2, how can you realistically make a story when your character is practically ascended to another level? Like with Naruto, the issue is that Naruto and Sasuke became god. They're essentially gods. And you want to do a sequel and have there be antagonists, it doesn't work. So you have to come up with dumb reasons to not make them strong anymore. It's the same thing with Deku, where it's like Deku fully realized there's nothing on this planet that should be able to like truly stop him besides maybe some person with a rogue quirk that can just delete you out of existence or something nuts like that. But there's no fight. There's no fight. Like there's no fight. I feel like it's the same thing with All Might. There was no fight. There was no competition. He, like his arch rival had to steal quirks for almost 100 years in order to fight with him. So it's like there should be no competition for Deku. So like that's the issue you run into if he keeps all of his power at the end of the series. If you ever wanted to do a part 2, how do you make a villain that you can fight and have it make sense? Like, where were you during part 1? So it's like that's how I like that's how I feel about like with Boruto. It's like, where were all the Otsutskis at during Naruto? Where they been at? Oh, Kagi is awake. Let's go. No, I'm not getting started. But all right, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys. This was a hell of a chapter. This is a hell of a chapter. Next week's chapter is going to be on a Monday, so that's going to save us. That's going to save me from being super busy on Sunday. So next week's chapter is going to be on Monday. We're going to try to fit it in there. I'll definitely try to remember to do it. Next week, remember this. Someone ping me. Yeah, Mirko's episode's next week too. Ping me to remind me, because I will forget. I'll wake up Sunday. I'll like get back home Sunday and be like, ooh, my hero, and realize it won't come out. And then Monday will come and I won't remember about the chapter. So if you remember, ping me next week on Sunday or Monday to remind me so I can do the damn stream, because I'll forget. And that's it. That's all I got. So thank you guys. We're doing Gundam in a couple of minutes. So if you're interested in that, swing back on by. We're doing Housing Complex C after that. So if you're interested in any of those, like, stick around. But if not, hopefully, God willing, I see you guys back here next Monday for 369 of My Hero. So thank you guys again. Appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.